Bill O'Reilly here. It is Thursday, July 11th, 2019. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening across our nation. President Trump expected to issue an executive order adding a citizenship question to the census. Iranian gunships failed to seize a British oil tanker in the Persian Gulf. U.S. women's soccer star Megan Rapinoe protests the national anthem again during her own victory parade. Beto O'Rourke trashing the USA at a campaign stop in Tennessee. And a federal agency becomes the first department to spend more than $100 billion a month. Also coming up, the message of the day on the brawl between Pelosi and Ocasio-Cortez. But first, multiple Iranian gunboats try to hijack a British oil tanker in the Persian Gulf, forcing the UK military to aim its weapons at the Iranian Revolutionary Guard in those boats. 5 crafts approached the British vessel before a Royal Navy warship intercepted the threat. The U.S. and UK militaries remain on high alert following the unprovoked maneuver. President Trump expected to issue an executive order today adding a citizenship question to the upcoming census. The Supreme Court already has ruled the feds cannot do that, so a showdown may be coming. U.S. women's soccer star Megan Rapinoe protesting the U.S. national anthem during the team's victory parade in New York City. The controversial athlete refusing to acknowledge the American flag as a member of the police department sang the Star-Spangled Banner. Rapinoe saying her demonstration will cause Americans to, quote, question everything. Perhaps the first question might be, why are you so selfish? Presidential candidate Beto O'Rourke telling a group of immigrants the USA was founded on white supremacy, saying, quote, every single institution that we have reflects the legacy of slavery, unquote. O'Rourke attempting to reboot his campaign after falling poll numbers and a disastrous first debate performance. Department of Health and Human Services becoming the first U.S. agency to spend more than $100 billion a month. A whopping 86% of the entire budget is dedicated towards Medicare and Medicaid. The nation currently has a $22.5 trillion debt. Upcoming, the message of the day, the intense fight between Nancy Pelosi and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Right back with it. A massive data breach of home titles and mortgages may have exposed your home and bank loans to home title thieves. If you've received robocalls or mail stating you're pre-approved for loans or credit cards, thieves may already have you. They're after money, of course, and they get it by forging your home title so it looks like you sold your home. Then they'll take out loans against your home and stick you with the payments. And listen, no insurance, bank, or identity theft program protects you. Home Title Lock does. For pennies a day, Home Title Lock puts a barrier around your home's online title to keep foreign and domestic thieves away. So if you've received robocalls or mail for pre-approved credit cards or loans, you need to move, and fast. I got you 60 risk-free days of Home Title Lock protection to get you through this current breach. Register your address now to verify you're not already a victim. Please go to HomeTitleLock.com. 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 Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. You may be following the controversy between Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi and first-term Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Now, this is a very interesting power play. Ms. Pelosi is by far the most powerful politician in the House of Representatives. She holds the purse strings over all the other Democratic members of the House. That means when they run for re-election every 2 years, Nancy Pelosi dictates who gets Democratic money, which the Congresspeople need to conduct their campaigns. So they do what Mrs. Pelosi says. That's why she controls the House with an iron hand. Now, to be fair, the Republicans do that as well, but Ms. Pelosi is an expert at it. Enter Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, a congresswoman from New York. She is a radical leftist. She wants to blow up the system. She believes Nancy Pelosi is corrupt. She wants to humiliate the speaker. So, almost every hour on the hour, Miss Ocasio-Cortez either tweets or does an interview denigrating Nancy Pelosi. Obviously, the speaker is not happy about this, but she has no control over Ocasio-Cortez because she doesn't need Pelosi's money. Her outside donors in Hollywood and radical leftists all over the country give her enough money to do whatever she wants to do. So Pelosi has no hammer over the head of Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez. Now, Nancy Pelosi has gone public by saying that Ms. Cortez and 3 other radical House members are, well, let's say, not very smart. And the genesis of this is that Nancy Pelosi is a deal maker. She doesn't want to blow up the system. She wants to game the system. Now, in reply to Nancy Pelosi's disrespectful comment, Ocasio-Cortez said, quote, "But the persistent singling out, it got to the point where it was just outright disrespectful. The explicit singling out of newly elected women of color." Basically, Ocasio-Cortez calling Pelosi a racist. And this is the game on the radical left. If you disagree with them, if you criticize them, you're a racist. Remember Senator Kamala Harris and former Vice President Joe Biden in the first debate. What was Harris's implication about Biden on the busing issue and working with other senators who supported segregation at one time? What was the implication? Biden's a racist. It's always there. And Ocasio-Cortez plays this card almost every time there's a controversy. So Americans need to know, and if you're a Democrat, you need to know that there is a big split within the Democratic Party, and it is getting very nasty, and it could have a profound impact, let's say, on who is the Democratic nominee for president. And that's a message. For more fact-based analysis, please visit BillO'Reilly.com, a news service you will benefit from. The O'Reilly Update will return with something you might not know. Millions of Americans have been diagnosed with cancer or a serious illness. If you are one of them and money is a problem, you're not alone. It's simple. If you own a life insurance policy of $100,000 or more, then Life Guide Partners can evaluate your coverage for free to see if you qualify for cash now when you need it the most. Be ready to take down this number. If you own a life insurance policy of $100,000 or more and you are living with a serious illness, then Life Guide Partners can evaluate your coverage free to see if you qualify for cash now. So write this number down, 1-888-GUIDE-50. Totally free to call. Get rid of those insurance premiums. Stop paying them. Consider turning that life policy into cash. The number again, 1-888-GUIDE-50. 1-888-484-3350. 1-888-GUIDE-50. Call now. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. The popularity of cell phones and other digital devices has dramatically altered the way we consume media. And no industry has felt the impact more than the music business. According to the Recording Industry Association of America, revenue from the sale of music has been declining over the past 20 years, peaking in 1999 when the music industry raked in $14.5 billion. But in 2018, music generated less than $10 billion in revenue, half of which went to digital subscription services like Apple or Spotify. These days, the idea of actually owning a CD, record player, or tape deck seems as antiquated as owning a VCR. Still, the album holds a mythical place in music history. Here are the 10 best-selling albums of all time in the USA, with apologies to Casey Kasem. Number 10, with 21 million copies sold, Hootie and the Blowfish, 1994, Cracked Rear View. Number 9, the only country artist on our list, Garth Brooks, with his 1998 Double Live album. Garth is followed by Australia's AC/DC, whose 1980 album Back in Black sold 22 million copies. Number 7, a favorite for the counterculture folks, Pink Floyd's The Wall. The 6th spot belongs to another English band, Led Zeppelin, whose untitled 4th album, commonly referred to as Led Zeppelin 4, has moved 23 million units. Number 5 goes to a man who's selling out Madison Square Garden every month, Billy Joel. His Greatest Hits, Volume 1 and 2, has sold 23 million discs. The Fab Four fittingly take the number 4 spot on the list. The Beatles' 1968 White Album sold more than 24 million copies over 5 decades. Second on the list goes to Michael Jackson's Thriller, 33 million albums sold. Now, you may have noticed I skipped number 3. That's because the group behind the best-selling album of all time, Eagles, appears twice on the list. Their 1976 album, Hotel California, sits at number 3, while their Greatest Hits takes the top spot. 38 million copies sold, a record unlikely ever to be beaten. Congratulations to Eagles. We'll be right back. It's an uncertain world out there, you know that. Disaster can strike at any time. So you need to be prepared. One way to do that is with freeze-dried food. It tastes good. It's healthy. Can be stored for 25 years. That's why I'm happy to tell you about a company I recommend, Wise Foods. During Superstorm Sandy, I lost power for 7 days. All of my refrigerated food done. But my food supply from Wise Foods was as fresh as the day I received it. Visit Wise Food Storage, one word, wisefoodstorage.com/Bill. They are even offering free shipping plus a big discount of 25% off for my listeners. So please go to wisefoodstorage.com/Bill, wisefoodstorage.com/Bill, or you can call 855-269-0501. That's 855-269-0501. Thanks for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just the facts, and always looking out for you.